Welcome to day 127 of our school year. We have 53 school days left. Getting closer to filling in this row. Alright, let's get down our beginning fraction. We have a total of 180 school days, and we are on day 127. Let's think, is our numerator prime or composite? Well, it doesn't end in an even number, so 2 is not a factor. Let's try the rule for 3. We add the digits together. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 7 is 10. 10 is not a multiple of 3, so 3 is not a factor. So those two don't work, so let's check our prime number sieve. And yes, 127 is circled, so it is prime. And if it is prime, then the prime factorization is done, because the only prime number I can divide by is itself. So let's go ahead and do the prime factorization of just our denominator. It's even, so I can find half of it. Half of 18 tenths is 9 tenths. I can divide by 3. I can get 30 groups of 3 out of 90. I can divide by 5. I get 6. Half of 6 is 3. So if I do my prime factorization, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5, and then 127. Now I have the digit 2, but that is not the same as the factor 2. I don't have anything multiplied by a 2. Plus that actually represents 2 tens, or 20. So there's no 127 down here. There's no factor of 2, 3, or 5. So there's nothing to circle. That means our greatest common factor is 1. Let's make our groups of 1. Done. How many total groups of 1 do we have? 180. How many are shaded in? 127. Now that we have our division with our model, let's go ahead and divide using our algorithm to prove it in another way. So if we have a rectangle here with 180 square units and this side is 1, we have a rectangle here with 127 square units and this side is 1. The missing side would be, well, 100 times 1 is 100. Numbers the same, zeros the game. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros the game. Bring the 80 up. 80 times 1 is 80. Numbers the same, zeros the game. Add these together, I get 180. Here, 100 times 1 is 100. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros the game. 20 times 1 is 20. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros the game. 7 times 1 is 7. Numbers the same, zeros the game. Add these together. We have pretty much the expanded form. 100 plus 20 is 120, plus 7 is 127. Now we need to check using our inverse operations. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to add 0. But what we have here is the identity property of multiplication that says when you multiply by 1, it stays the same. One group of 0 is 0, one group of 8 tenths is 8 tenths, one group of 1 is 1. One group of 7 is 7, one group of 2 tenths is 2 tenths, one group of 100 is 100. 127, that matches our dividend, check. 180, that matches our dividend, check. So our numerator is definitely 127, and our denominator is definitely 180. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. We are in trimester 3, week 1. Today is 3/13/2020. Our fraction for today is 127 180ths. Okay. Our greatest common factor was 1. So we did groups of 1. That means you do not have to get out your number line, but I always like to show you Here it is on our number line. 127 180ths. There's no lines below it because it is our simplest form or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. Okay, so go ahead and erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.